Bro, I got a question real quick, man.
Hold on. We got Aiden. What up?
Hold on, y'all. You up? I don't got a lot of people nowadays that back me, and people that could back me in a position because they know the real me, because they know me off stream, and you backing me, bro, because you understand me and you know who I really am and what I really am about, and I'm not really on nothing that the media makes me seem to be. So I just want to call you and give you flowers for being real, and that's the realest shit, and I just appreciate you for real. I just want to tell you that.
Tell him join the stage.
No, of course. And listen, Aiden, man, I want to say this to you, and I think a lot of people, unfortunately, sometimes your name, like when people hear Aiden.
What's up? It's your boy Mike Geesh. I know I've been gone for a second, man, just dealing with all the New Year stuff that's been going on. Working hard, trying to pay these bills and all that type of stuff. But yeah, I'm back, man, and right now, what we got going on, if y'all haven't heard, Adin Ross has said some disparaging remarks about Doechii, the singer Doechii, who is very fine, in my opinion. Just wanted to put that out there. Said something about Doechii. He called her a dirty girl, and what else he called her? He called her said a dirty girl. Then your boy Glasses Malone has something to say about that. He has something to say. And Adin Ross said to him, you need to go take care of your baby mamas. You know what I'm saying? You need to go take care of your baby mamas, which, of course, as black people, we know is derogatory towards us because everybody say we baby mamas and baby daddies. It's a stereotype. And in my opinion, it's a very earned stereotype because that's what we act like it's supposed to be instead of husband and wife. So, Adin Ross used that to his advantage when he joined. You know what I'm saying? White people often do that. That's why I don't like to get in arguments with white people. But let's continue listening to this.
Adin Ross, they're forgetting you're also a person, but also they forget the climate. So, I was talking about, I said, listen, I understand there's some people there's some prominent people who they have voices and they're within the black community. They're mad. And I'm like.
And yeah, my bad. We're also listening to DJ Akademiks' take on it. I forgot to say that at the beginning. Definitely DJ Akademiks had a take on it. He's been talking about it. And instead of just me talking about it, I wanted to review Akademiks speaking on the matter.
Hey, listen, I've been here before too. Because it's no way someone, like, you deserve to be able to respond to whoever disrespects you. I don't care how they look. If they disrespect you, you're supposed to be able to respond to them.
Yeah.
Also understand when they try to take your response and be like, no, that response is racist. And I know that's not what you're doing. You're like, if you're gonna give me some venom, I'm giving you the same shit back.
Well, act, it's cool. And listen, I like how you point the side out. Act. Nobody wants to talk about when I come and I talk about Wendy Ortiz and I come talk about the Pokemanes and San Abis, right? Like that's not the mainstream media. I don't just come at black women. That's ridiculous. It's a stupid take because if it was just it only comes at black women, and I get why everyone's so angry and they're like, oh, this white boy, this cracker, this like all this shit. I want Adin Ross to be the next person to die. Like I'm gonna have gang members come pull up on him. It's not about fucking race. I talk shit to people that talk shit and disrespect me, and I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care if you're a boy or a girl. I don't give a fuck what you are, what you represent. I come at everybody that has some type of bitter sour taste about me or my close friends.
Okay. Look, I hear what Adin Ross is saying, and I'm a person that always feels like if somebody come at you, no matter what race they are, you can have the right to come back with them equally or even harder. Now, I will say to him that calling a black woman dirty is a connotation that racist white people have always used to describe black people because black people are darker. And to white people's eyes, is where they can play off of that, like you have dirt on you. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not black, and dirt sometimes is brown and black. The soil is black. That is where human beings come from, the soil. But that's a whole nother conversation. But anyway, so they use that to, throw that on black people, calling us dirty. So there are certain terms, certain words, certain things that you can say to black women and black men that it instantly goes to racism. Okay, now he might not have meant it in a racist way, but that goes directly towards racism. But also, if you joning with somebody and if you gonna say something at them and you gonna expect something to come back at you, whether it's racist, not racist, sound racist, or whatever. So let's keep going.
Yeah, I thought the opportunity was missed, and I said this on my stream. I said, listen, if I had to try to give some credit or make some sense of what these people are saying, is that they might be talking about some nuance that they're like, you know what, we could interpret it that way. Now I'm like, yo, he didn't mean it that way, but I understand that, and maybe the conversation about that could enlighten people about how language sometimes it could be taken differently. But they jumped immediately to let's kill this guy. Let's kill him. Murder him. I'm like, yo, hold on.
They do the same. Hold on, they do the same thing to you.
Like, I know.
Somebody,
I know.
You're vocal, and you speak out. For example, let's not say the person's name on stream, but you and I were recently involved in something regarding a mariachi, allegedly, in my opinion, regarding, and that's just an example. And that's just something that like they don't do it to just me. You're also black, and they call you a weaponizer towards black women as well. And that doesn't make much sense to me, because when I'm with you off stream, you're most of the time dating black women. Like, if you hated black women, people would be able to vividly see that. But that's just the way the internet works. It's on some straight bullshit. And hold on, it's inconsistent. People don't consistently go with what they truly believe.
Hey, it fucked me up. I remember.
Let me go a little bit forward and see what else. Let's listen to what Glasses Malone had to say. They're back and forth.
Not be no motherfucking white man talking that much shit about that black woman. That just not gonna fly, homie. I don't give a fuck what she's saying. I don't give a fuck about what you think is happening. I don't give a fuck if you think that shit dissing you. You're not finna be sitting up there just talking shit about that black woman. On God, bro. And if you keep doing it, I'm gonna start pressing all the niggas around you. I'm not gonna press you because I don't know where you at and I don't know how to get to you. But all the niggas around you, they don't got your money. They don't got none of that shit. Niggas gonna start pressing all the niggas, and I'm gonna.
But here what I got to say, Glasses. Why you ain't gonna press them? Why you not gonna press them, bro? If it's pissing you off, if you mad at it, why won't you yourself say, I'm pressing you, or I'm saying something to you? Why do you have to get other niggas involved? Because they're not gonna turn on him because he has millions and millions of dollars, way more money than you. So these niggas are not gonna do that. That's not gonna happen. But the problem I have with us in the black community is that we put all these negative vibes and words and terms on our own people, and then get mad when a white person who's dealing within the hip hop culture has something to say to somebody. I can remember when rock and roll was popular. Now, granted, wasn't no social media when rock and roll was popular, so you didn't have podcasts and people coming online to say stuff because that rock and roll was never a part of internet culture like that, like hip hop is. But black people didn't really have ownership within the rock and roll cultural aspect of things. Like, we didn't have ownership. We wasn't making money off of rock and roll culture. We didn't have we didn't have the real estate within rock and roll to be able to voice our opinions and speak on it in the same way that white people or other people besides black people have to speak on hip hop culture and the black culture. And hip hop culture is black culture. So when they speak on hip hop culture or anything in it, they're speaking about black people. So I think that is a thing that we have done. So when they are able to come back at us with all this stuff that we may be doing, we get mad. But let's continue.
Making my business to make Crips start pressing all the niggas around. To make Crips start pressing all the niggas around. To make niggas gonna start pressing all the niggas. And I'm gonna make it my business to make Crips start pressing all the niggas around.
Okay, here's the thing. This man has plenty of security, police security around him all the time. And I actually heard Akademiks say this on his stream. He always has the police with him. So nobody is going to take you up on that offer because he has police around him all the time. Look, that doesn't mean nobody can't get touched. Charlie Kirk got touched too. A lot of people get touched and get killed out here. But what I'm saying is that, first of all, we don't need that. We don't need any more of that in hip hop. Second of all, Doechii decided to speak on him, allegedly. So he has the right to say something back. Now, the little racial things that he may have put within it, I mean, if somebody wants to kick his ass about it, then by all means, kick his ass. But and I think this is him, Adin Ross, saying something about that. About Glasses Malone.
No attention. Glasses, that's family.
Okay, well, can you call Glass and let him know to tee up and get off my PP? I'm gonna hit that. That's family. That's Glasses Malone. Oh, okay, all right.
Trap is just clout chasing.
Okay, all right.
Trap is just clout chasing.
Okay, I want to see the other stuff that he was saying. I might not be able to find it because I'm not gonna sit up here all day and try to look for it. But
so this came before Glasses. Here we go.
You just a white man talking shit about this.
What did I say? Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, yeah. This is
and you're a black man worrying about a white man talking about Doechii for being an industry plant. You want to admit it, you're a simp. You're fat as fuck. She's not going to fuck you, fat fuck. I don't know what to tell you. This falling off podcast here. Look at these two fucking old heads. Can you guys go take care of your fucking kids? Please, guys, it's actually getting embarrassing. Why are you wearing sunglasses in the fucking house? You're that fucking ugly. Go take care of your children. Go feed them, bro. Holy fuck. Please. It's just like, at this point, it comes to a point. You guys have children. I know you do. You probably have multiple baby mamas. I'm not stupid.
Why did you make
Go take care of your fucking kids. Please. For God's sake. It's just...
And see, that remark right there is what a lot of people saying is racist, because it is a stereotype that black men don't take care of their kids because of the single household rate being at like 73%. Now, this is what I will say about that, and I'm going to go ahead and end it off on this. Black people, all the stereotypes that white people have, we have no problem with saying that. We'll make jokes and skits all day long about the stereotypes that white people have to us. We talk about how white women can't cook, raisins in a potato salad. We talk about how they can't dance. We talk about how they can't fight. You know, we'll whip a white boy ass. We talk about how we can take their girls. We cooler, more physically dominant, and they're not. We have all these stereotypes and things that we say about white people a lot. We say it a lot, make jokes about it. But when a white person says something stereotypical about us, we get mad. And that is because we take we're very sensitive to racial issues or racial stereotypes and things like that. We're very sensitive because of the history. So here's the thing, black people. We are not so big and bad as a race that we can do and say anything. We are allowed to do it, and we do it because people understand the history we've been through, and they've been through so much in the past that we get breaks on that type of stuff. Those little nuances, nobody really comes at us about it. But we have to understand that if we say these things, then other people are going to say stuff about us. And I don't know if you notice, black people, but the things that you can say about us are a lot worse than the things we can say about other people. I'm sorry, but it is. It's more sensitive to us, and it's more bad for the community. What our stereotypes are really bad stereotypes, except for the ones that are positive. You know, we can run fast, we can jump, we can dance, but they even turn the good things that we can do into bad. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, like I said, beginning this, I don't like to get into a back and forth with a white person, because I know that they can pull out that race card and say something that's going to piss me off, and I'll be ready to slap the shit out of them and go to jail. So that's why I try to minimize that. If I am around white people, I don't try to, roast or Joan with them like that because they go to other levels. White boys say gay stuff, and you know what I'm saying. I just ain't with that. Now, I don't like joning between black people too tough either, except if I'm a close friend. Yeah, but anyway, that's pretty much my take on the whole thing. I mean, hey man, look, ladies, if you're gonna be out here simulating that you're whores, men, if you're gonna be out here with 5 baby mamas, and we as a culture think that that's cool and nothing's wrong with that, other people, they have a right. It's freedom of speech in America. You have a right to say something. You have a right to open your mouth and say something, whether it's in roasting or they being serious or they're being like MAGA or conservative, whatever. If it's happening, you have a right to say it. Now, other people that say it, you also have a right to get your shit punched in too. So that's another side of it. But it is what it is. Hey man, I'm trying to get to the money. These folks are rich arguing with each other, so I don't really give a damn. But that's what happened, and I'm out of here, y'all. It's your boy Mike Geesh. Peace.